Many of us here today, including myself, have at one point in our lives been immigrants. When we think of migration, we usually think of people settling in a country for an indefinite amount of time. But let me ask you all, how many people indeed settle indefinitely? Research has shown that half of all migrants return to the country of origin within just 5 years of immigrating. By and large, this return migration is a great thing for local economic development. Returnees bring home savings and skills, which they use to start businesses, generate employment, and help non-migrant neighbors. But despite these beneficial effects, many returnees face stigmatization and discrimination as they attempt to reintegrate, and this raises an important puzzle. If returning migrants are so great for local economies, why do they face opposition when they return? In my dissertation, I argue that locals will be positively predisposed to returnees who can bring home savings and entrepreneurship, but negatively predisposed to returnees who can bring home political ideas picked up while abroad, especially if they return from countries with political traits that go against locals' own preferences. I test this theory using a self-designed survey fielded in Colombia. According to the United Nations, nearly 1 million Colombians previously residing abroad have returned home since the end of the civil conflict in 2016, with the majority coming from Venezuela, the United States, and Spain. Furthermore, 1 in 3 returning migrants has joined some sort of local political or advocacy group in their new communities, further underscoring the effect they could have on local politics. In my survey, I find broad support for my expectations. Locals prefer returnees they perceive as economically beneficial, but are opposed to returnees who intend to become politically active. Furthermore, this opposition increases strongly for migrants who return from less democratic countries. I believe my research teaches us 2 important things about migration and development, both in Colombia and the world at large. First, it is important for both host and origin countries to take away barriers to economic activity by migrants and returnees. Second, in order to make sure that returning migrants can help their communities of origin as much as possible, democratic countries should be open to hosting migrants and refugees who can then help build strong, pro-democratic norms when they return home. Thank you.